kayak gini nih. Aduh, record ya. Aman sih kalau gede suaranya. Thank you Links yang udah likes, yang lain biarin aja. Emang cuman Links doang yang nge-like. Thank you loh. Coba gue liat chat yang atas siapa sih? Ada apa sih? Moderator nggak sih masuk pertama? Kita spin moderator habis nih ya. Gue tuh mandi cepet, terus habis itu sholat, habis itu langsung live dah. Apalah lagi Bang Naik, lu marah-marah mulu. Ya udah, iya thank you ya yang udah nge-likes. Ada Aldo, ada Naik, ada GHT, ada Links, thank you ya. Di jangan habis nih lah, gue mau nge-gym Jan. Mana gue, masa ya schedule gue samain kayak lu. Bang mau tanya untuk kepala sama tangannya Argenti apa aja Bang? Makasih kalau ada. Maksud untuk kepala sama tangannya Argenti apa aja Bang? Yang reliknya kan udah pasti fisikal tuh, relik fisikal. Terus kepala kan bukannya fix ya Bang? Kepala ya HP ya kan? Kepala HP, tangannya attack kan gitu kan? Fix kan? Apa yang lu pertanyakan ini? Jadinya gue bingung. Belum riran. Kalau misalkan lu cari riran, gue teriak fix. Mestinya lu cari riran tahu. Mestinya ya nggak sih gengs? Gue baru main Bang, yang fisikal Bang, yang fisikal Bang. Yang fisikal. Aduh. Rambut gua. Sama-sama Arjuna, sama-sama. Hey Rivaldo, thank you ya, thank you. Gacamot maleman Zan. Emang kenapa sih? Kalau malamnya juga mungkin ada Rizuki juga sih, mungkin ya, gue nggak tahu. Biasa lah ya guys ya, lama lah ya, biasa awal-awalnya, jadi kita tunggu aja ya. Gue tuh misalkan paling takut ya rumornya itu adalah yang rirannya itu Kafka sama Blade ya kan. Nah, terus kan banner 2.0 udah keluar tuh. Ada si siapa namanya? Ada si Black Swan sama Sparkle ya kan. Nah, terus kalau Luocha-nya nggak riran sekarang, rirannya 2.0 dong. Kalau 2.0 riran mampus. Nggak bisa milih gua. Fix 2.0 nggak bisa milih gua. Kalau ada Luocha ya, kalau ada riran Luocha nggak bisa milih gua. Palingan gua yang gacha Luocha apalagi. Tapi ya Sparkle juga kayaknya sih bagus ya, harmoni kuantum, jadi buat mono kuantum bisa bagus mungkin. Kasih tahu Links. Black Swan kenapa Black Swan? What's wrong with Black Swan? Yang penting nonton. Udah nih. Oke, gengs. Mari kita nonton.
3 Genius Society members at the same time? I knew this interview was a bad idea. Mr. Screw'em, member 76, sophisticated mechanical aristocrat and renowned leader. Not to mention the savior of inorganic life throughout the universe. He's as sharp as they come. He'll recognize my brilliance in an instant. Now, if I can just get him to recommend me.
Kenapa ada Scrollum? Memang Scrollumnya mau keluar?
Wisdom in the field of broadcasting has been duly recognized by Noose themselves. Ergo, the Genius Society hereby confers upon Mr. Owlbert the title of Member 85.
Member 81, Ron May. Oh, she seemed like a kind and elegant person in the simulated universe. A little distant,
Ron
though,
May.
what if I ask a bad
Halo
question?
Tiffany, halo. Welcome back.
Since when does
Wi-Fi
Albert
bentar
ask
Zan.
bad
Wi-Fi.
questions?
Maksudnya?
This little bird has an active imagination.
Quit daydreaming!
Madam Hoda!
The program is about to start! What are you waiting for? A trailer or something? I thought Member 4, Poka Kakamon, had gotten rid of most of the society members.
Epi.
I didn't have a lot of hope for this.
Suaranya kecil nggak sih dari sananya?
Look who's here.
Gue temen-temenan nih gede nih.
Madam Herta, open zone.
Kalau audionya kegedean kabarin ya.
Class 1, clearance zone. Permission status. Madam Ron May.
There's much you don't know about the space station. It's crucial to mask your expression until you've
Ini Ron May
ascertained
ada
the
petnya nih apa
situation.
gimana?
If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through.
Wah, ada petnya sekarang.
A genius move. And how will you counter it?
Lah. Kepalanya bisa begitu sih.
A portrait of internal turmoil.
Kelas.
Do try to think for yourself.
Lempar kapur anjir.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Ini kapalnya diserang apa gimana?
How ostentatious.
Dadu lagi. Oh. Ya bisa nih kalau dikasih lihat Ruan Mei begini. Catat kodenya, gengs. Gue inin ya. 7S9 SPCJ5 cerut. 7S9 SPCJ 5 cerut. Oke. New code HSR Livestream. Dah. Wah, ya kalau begini ceritanya ya udah pasti Ruan Mei nggak sih? Perasaan gue ngeliatnya biasa aja loh Ruan Mei, tapi kenapa pas di artnya begini kayak gini banget ya? Baru aku udah dapat Argenti, Hertaku E6 Las. Argenti bagus kok, skillnya MTek semua.
Good
Cuma
morning,
segede.
good
Oh,
afternoon,
rasio maksudnya.
and
Iya.
good evening. And if you didn't know already, I'm Albert, your favorite pheasant announcer. Welcome to the version
Gua
1.6
nggak expect kalau
Crown
si
of the Mundane and
Ruan
Divine
Mei-nya bakal
Special
begini.
Program.
Maksudnya di
On today's
artnya bakal
program,
begini.
we're bringing together
Wow.
3 intellectual heavyweights from none
Rasionya-
other than the
Wow.
Genius Society. Oh, why don't you introduce
Expect
yourselves? Madam Herta, care to kick us off?
Whatever. Herta
Belum.
here.
Nah ini nih sekarang lagi mau di reveal siapa Daniel.
Remember?
Lagi mau di review.
Enthusiasm.
Review sih.
Seriously?
Cakep banget asli.
Fine.
Asli.
Hello, I'm Herta.
Asli gue juga kaget.
Now we're
Kalau secantik
talking.
ini.
And let's
Wow.
not forget the new face on the block, Madam Ron May.
Ya kali
Hello,
nggak
dear
ngepul Ruan
viewers.
Mei ya kan setelah
I'm
begini
Ron May.
ya kan.
I suppose that makes it my turn. Greetings, viewers. I am Scrollum. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, the pleasure is all ours.
Kaget kena
But I'll be
cerca.
interviewing all three of you at the same time.
Iya bener.
I guess the great news must have
Udah rekam
finally
juga fix
recognized my
buruan Mei sih.
potential.
Don't get ahead of
Baru mulai
yourself.
udah begini.
This is a scheduled
Biasanya
space
nanti
station visit.
ada yang lebih baik
Lucky for
nih.
you, we had time
Halo
for a show.
Sansan.
Or, to put it
Halo
another way,
Sansan, welcome.
participating in your
Welcome,
program
Sansan.
was a way of maximizing the utility of our itinerary. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Thank you.
gua tuh-
Anyhow, we saw
bisa
from the
gua ngeliat.
trailer
Nggak bisa
that the
gua
story is making a return to Herta Space Station. Intelligence available for release indicates
nih?
the following. Madam Ron May has commandeered one of the space station zones for biological science experiments.
Apa sih itu ada petnya sekarang apa
I
gimana
like
sih?
to avoid attracting too much attention with my experiments, and the station had a sealed-off area available. Herta was kind enough to lend it to me.
Big enough to spread across 3 levels. This area is a brand new domain waiting for us in version 1.6. Welcome to Herta Space Station Seclusion Zone. Due to the secrecy surrounding the zone, there's currently not a soul to be found across the whole domain.
Oh.
Rebuttal. Your assertion
Diserang kapalnya,
excludes the
guys.
existence of inorganic life
Nge-skin gue
operating in
ganggu
the
banget
area.
skin gue.
Naturally, as I was saying, the story is set to unfold in this new domain.
Wait, so you still need the seclusion zone, Ron May?
I do. My
The
research
ratio
has encountered
katanya
a
bagus.
few
Maybe.
anomalies.
Oh mau
I
gacha.
was hoping the Trailblazer
Mau
could
aja
do
gua
me a
Sansan,
small
tapi-
favor.
Favor?
Bukan berarti gue juga pasti
Small.
menang kan. Bukan berarti gue juga pasti menang. Tapi gue mau
I'm not
gacain
sure
ID orang
about
sih mau
the
gue.
second one,
Ya kali nggak mau.
but this is a golden age for biological science.
Iya
No
kumbangnya
problem too big
kumbangnya
and too
mutan
small,
guys.
right? In version 1.6's
Kumbang
brand new
lagi,
Trailblaze
dilawan.
continuance, Crown of the Mundane and Divine.
Lagi,
Trailblazers will
ada
encounter
lagi.
Madam Ron May for the first time. They'll need to work closely with her to solve the
kumbangnya
headaches of Herta Space
Bermutasi
Station.
anjay.
For example?
One such headache is the result of the little life forms that Ron May has been cultivating.
I'm afraid that's the nature of biological science. Surprises and accidents in equal measure.
Not to mention, the space station is hiding more
Parah,
secrets than you
parah,
might have
parah,
thought.
parah.
Various crises bubbling to the surface, Herta's
Emang lu
puppet
mau
falling
gua
prey
gacain
to an
di
ambush,
banner siapa,
and a new
Sansan?
provocation that the geniuses must face up to.
Nothing a
Kalau
small
gue sih
favor can't
Tiffany
fix,
kalau
right?
kalau gue ya.
We've got the 3
Misalkan nih
geniuses
gue
here.
red off.
What could go wrong?
Gue gak dapet Ron May.
In Mr. Albert's previous
Mungkin gua bakal langsung
broadcasts,
ke
the
2.0.
adoption of a light-hearted
Gua bakal langsung ke
tone
2.0
usually
kayaknya.
indicates the presence of a formidable challenge.
2.0 soalnya
My beak is sealed. This is a top
bannernya-
secret experiment. But trust me, when I say that the
Ciri-ciri
adventure
bagus.
ahead is a journey into both the power and wonder of biological science. And what better way to prepare our trailblazers than by introducing the one and only Madam Ron May?
Ih, cantik loh. Ini apa ultimate-nya?
Madam Ron May is an ice-type character following the path of harmony and member 81 of the Genius Society. From the very beginning, her research has focused on biological science.
Aduh,
That's right.
berapa hari lagi sih?
Biological science is a
Berapa hari
boundless
lagi?
field. I rarely have time
Asli.
for leisure.
Ini
And
yang
despite
dibilang
being one of the
wangi.
founders of the
Setuju
simulated
gua.
universe, I seldom step up to the plate.
Madam Ron May,
Wangi
I was
sekali.
curious. Is there a story behind your name?
My name? My parents organized themselves into a flat hierarchical structure.
Oh my
My name
god.
is simply the combination of their surnames.
Fascinating. What a spellbinding
Aku wangi
tradition.
pas ini.
I
Nanti langsung gue
believe you
banner.
may be laying it on a little thick, Mr. Albert.
Halo malam
Are you
snorkelat.
hoping for something
Wih.
in return?
Kayaknya moderator gue baru pada bangun nih.
Blessing from Madam Ron May.
10 kali dapat langsung amin.
Trailblazers
Tar
agree
dulu
with
Tiffany,
me.
lihat dulu bintang
Let me
4-nya.
remind you that a genius's blessing isn't
Lihat dulu
always
Ruan
a
May bintang
result of
4 siapa,
generosity
jangan.
or
Gue sih
kindness.
ngeliat bintang 4 juga sih, kalau langsung dapat juga gue gak
Aren't
mau.
you supposed to be intelligent? You
Misalkan
tell
ada
me.
Tingyun ya, gue
Many
butuh banget Tingyun.
individuals have a hidden side. Ergo, Trailblazers' encounter with Ron may hold surprises.
Spoiler atomic clock! I think it's time we took a look at what this elegant scholar can do on the battlefield. Don't you?
My basic attack, Threading Fragrance, deals ice damage to a single target.
Pakai
While
gitar.
my skill, String Sing Slow Swirls, can increase
Apa
the
nih?
weakness break efficiency of all allies. There's also my
Ini yang gue
ultimate,
cari nih di SU
Petals
nih,
to Stream,
break efisiensi.
Repose and Dream, which creates a field.
Only the most beautiful field I've ever seen. A work of art, madam.
Oh, ada
Within
esnya
the
begitu.
field,
Apa
allies
itu dari
experience
Herta?
an
Nggak ngerti
all-type
gue.
resistance
keren
penetration
gitu deh.
increase, and when breaking an enemy's weakness,
Wah,
they
ada
afflict them
pohonnya,
with a
ada
mark.
efek areanya.
This mark is triggered on the enemy's next action, prolonging their weakness break state, delaying their action, and inflicting them with additional ice damage.
You have a knack for exploiting an enemy's weakness,
Maksudnya gimana?
Ron May.
Breaknya 2 kali,
I'll
break
say.
efeknya 2
And we
kali.
didn't even mention her technique, Silken Serenade, which
Damage
allows the
break.
team to automatically trigger an effect equivalent to her skill at the start of the next battle. In the simulated universe, when Ron May possesses Silken Serenade, and when an ally attacks a simulated universe enemy, the battle is entered as if the enemy's weakness was attacked. The attack ignores weakness types and can deplete the toughness of all enemies. Breaking a weakness can trigger the weakness break effect that corresponds to the attacker's own type.
Not only that, in the simulated universe, for every blessing possessed, the toughness reducing damage of the current attack is increased, and extra additional ice damage is dealt.
Oh, kayak ada
Very
Tingyunnya
good.
gitu juga ya. Kalau
Sounds to
Tingyun
me
kan
like you have an
ngasih
interest in testing the
damage
simulated
listrik kalau temen nyerang
universe.
kan.
After Trailblazers get to
Kalau
know
temen nyerang
Ron
tuh
May,
ngasih damage
another
listrik,
scholar
kalau
with
Ron
connections
May
to the Genius
ngasih
Society will be
damage S
appearing,
gitu ya.
and this Trailblaze continuance.
Bang, suara lu
Oh,
kecilan. Oh.
I assume you're referring to the gentleman with the alabaster head.
Karena gue kegedean ya.
Classic Mr. Scrollum. Able to see the gentleman?
Gue sih naksir sama
Gentlemen, my foot!
Ron May-nya bukan. Gue naksir sama
You're
weakness
being a little harsh.
break efisiensi.
Sounds like you two are well acquainted.
Beda ya sama
Without
break
further
effect ya.
ado,
Ini break efisiensi itu
allow me to
makin
introduce him.
ngurangin darah putih kalau misalkan ada. Ah, ini rasio. Karakternya nggak jelek sih, serius. Kalau gua ada jet lebih aja gua mau. Tapi sayang banget 2.0 terlalu gacor 2.0. Lu lihat itu dia ngelempar kapur anjir. Apa ini menara Pisa ya?
Veritas Ratio, or Dr. Ratio as he's known, is an imaginary
naksir sama
type
Ratio.
character following the path of the hunt. He belongs to a different noose-worshipping
San ini
organization,
pilihan berat
the
ini.
Intelligentsia Guild.
Pilihan berat
Which is
ini.
why I can't
Bentukannya
stand
kayak
the sight of
kafe.
it.
Emang iya
The
kayak kafe.
Genius Society consists of
Sekilas
vanguards
ya,
from
sekilas ya.
various
Cuman memang
fields who
warnanya
act
beda
in
ya.
isolation. In contrast, the Intelligentsia Guild advocates for the dissemination of knowledge, allowing for a broad church of followers of Noose who work towards furthering this end.
Question. Does the current universe derive greater benefit from the unparalleled talents of the Genius Society or the mutual learnings of the Intelligentsia Guild?
Belum keluar, ini baru
You wanna
live
go
streamnya doang. Baru sneak peek
Let's
gitu.
not.
Is that why Dr. Ratio joined the Intelligentsia Guild? A devotion to science? A desire to share scientific knowledge?
Exactly. Dr. Ratio
Kalau yang gua
presides
denger-denger
over a
ya.
total of 52
Aduh,
academic
hai.
programs.
And yells at people until they
Apa,
burst
Onek?
into tears.
Strict teachers make
Pasti
for
sempat
good
hilang gua.
students.
Pasti
And
sempat
any
hilang.
student who
Maaf
makes it
ya.
to the end of a program will be
Maaf
an
ya, maaf
expert
ya.
scholar in their respective field.
And an emotional wreck.
Maaf ya,
Ignorance
gengs.
is an ailment.
Sempat
The
hilang gua, maaf,
expungement of
maaf.
which only our Dr. Ratio can achieve, and which entails necessary hardship.
By which you mean the destruction of any and all self-esteem.
Emang iya Asna 2 minggu lagi?
His creations have helped many worlds
Berat
look
deh,
beyond
aduh,
their
nggak dapet
borders
rame Dr.
and
Ratio
step
pun boleh.
into the future.
Kalau gue sih sebenarnya lagi butuh
I feel like we might
lebih butuh
accidentally be
healer sih gue
discussing.
semestinya.
Perhaps I should intervene.
Menurut lu bagusan
Dr.
Blade apa
Ratio's
Dr. Ratio bang?
desire
Dr.
to
Ratio aja
cure
gue belum
ignorance
tahu
with
skillnya
truth
bagaimana
is
bang.
well known.
Masih belum
It's
tahu nih,
time for
masih
us
belum
to
dikasih
assess
tahu.
his
Dr. Ratio
prowess on
gimana
the
skillnya?
battlefield.
During his
Nih,
basic
baru dikasih tahu.
attack, Mind is Might, Dr. Ratio brandishes his codex, dealing imaginary damage to a single target.
Imaginary damage
Why does he
Han.
carry a codex with him?
Well, intellectuals enjoy persuading others with quotes. I think Dr. Ratio takes that to mean hitting people with them directly.
Dr. Ratio's
Cewek-
skill,
cewek suka
intellectual
kayaknya cewek.
midwifery, deals imaginary damage to a single target, while his talent, Cogito Ergo Sum, may trigger him to launch a follow-up attack after using his skill. As a rigorous academic
follow-up attack-nya ada
researcher, Dr.
persentasenya.
Ratio pays close attention to his enemy's debuffs during battle. The more debuffs the enemy has, the higher the chance of him launching a follow-up attack. And let's not forget his ultimate,
Ultimate-nya
3-step
juga satu target.
paradox. The good doctor summons a leaning tower and through a series of precise calculations and measurements, plots a trajectory of maximum
Unik sih.
pain. The
Ultinya
target
unik sih,
enemy
ultinya
suffers
unik sih.
imaginary damage and is afflicted with Wise Man's Folly. When a target with Wise Man's Folly is attacked by an
Jebret.
ally of Dr. Ratio, he launches his talent's follow-up attack against the target. And when
Talentnya
using his
follow-up attack.
technique, Mode of Idolatry, Dr. Ratio creates a dimension
Bang.
and taunts nearby enemies. When attacking an enemy within the dimension to
ngasih
enter
decoy
battle,
gitu.
there's a chance of reducing the target's speed.
It would appear those 5 statues are made in his own image. Ergo, Dr. Ratio suffers from a certain degree of narcissism.
Bagus sih kalau yang
put it
mau nge-pull Dr. Ratio gas. Gas, gas,
Also,
gas,
in
gas,
version
gas.
1.6, Trailblazers will finally be running into an old
Tapi
friend.
bukunya
The
ini,
older of
bukunya
two
kayak
siblings,
batu
very
bukunya.
different from the other,
Kayak
yet
batu
bound
beneran
to
kalau
all
lu
the
lihat
same.
tebel banget.
It's Hanya's elder sister, Shui.
Siapa nih? Shui. Namanya Shui. Itulah ya. Gue suka sih double dagger kayak gini nih. Kayak karakter double dagger kayak Shui ini suka gue. Wih, emang boleh animasinya
Shui is a
segigi itu?
quantum-type character following the path of destruction, whose original body was replaced long
Kalau
ago.
kata
with
gue
a
ya,
permanent
kalau kata
puppet
gue ya.
system. The system
Daf, thank
was
you.
constructed for Shui
Kalau kata
on
gue ini
behalf of the Ten Lords Commission.
animasinya lebih
The
bagus daripada
commission
Sele.
agreed that
Mungkin
for every
bisa
corporate
lebih
Shui
bagus kayak
apprehended,
menurut
she
gue.
would be rewarded with a
Tapi bintang
half-day's
4,
wingspan.
bintang 4.
A reasonable arrangement.
Better than my
Animasinya
one.
gue suka banget.
Like her
Double
sister
dagger,
Hanya, Shui Yi is a formidable
animasinya kayak
presence on the
ada
battlefield. Shui Yi's basic attack, Mara
Oninya
Sunder All,
gitu,
can deal
anjay.
quantum damage to a target enemy. Her
Apa nih?
skill, Iniquity Obliteration, can deal quantum damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
keren
And as
loh,
a
3
judge
target.
of the Ten Lords Commission, Shui Yi's talent is a little out of the ordinary.
Apa
When
tuh?
Shui Yi and an ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness, stacks of karma are accumulated.
Karma.
So she's good at trying criminals?
The
Ih,
best!
keren banget loh
When
animasinya.
karma stacks to the upper limit, Shui Yi immediately launches a follow-up attack on the target enemy, dealing quantum damage.
Oh,
Her
follow-up attack
ultimate,
juga.
Divine Castigation, can deal quantum damage to a single target and toughness depletion that ignores weakness types. The more toughness depleted, the greater the
Ini ultinya.
damage.
Breaking weaknesses irrespective of type.
These Cienjo natives are cold-blooded.
Sele
When
kalah
Shui Yi
fix.
uses her
Fix.
technique, Summary Execution,
Fix, bye-bye,
to attack
Sele.
an enemy and enter battle, she deals quantum damage to all enemies.
All enemies. Oke.
Yes, sir. It's time. We talked about version 1.6's banners. During the first phase of version 1.6 in the character event was Floral Triptych
Fix.
and a Lost
Fix
Soul.
wajib gacha.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star
Fix.
characters
Wajib
Ron
gua
May and
gacha ini yang
Blade,
begini-begini nih.
respectively. Not to mention, the 4-star character Shui Yi will be joining version 1.6's
Kenapa ada
first phase
Blade?
character warp.
Oh, it's
Ah,
bandage guy.
bete gua.
Now, during the second phase of version 1.6 in the character
Ah, Dr.
event
Ratio
warps,
kurang.
Ray and
Dr. Ratio
Nezu
kurang.
Dorma, Trailblazers can
bintang
obtain
4-nya?
the limited 5-star characters Dr.
Aduh.
Ratio and Kafka
GG
respectively.
deh ini Ruan Megi.
I wondered when that lady might be making a
Astaga,
return.
dua riran beneran
I'll be
dong.
glad to see the back of her.
Then let's not forget light cones. At 1.6's first phase light cone event warp, the drop
Apaan
rate
nih?
of the 5-star light cone, my past self in the
Bagus,
mirror,
bagus,
will
tapi
be
art
boosted.
light cone-nya
And
bagus.
in the bi-cone reminiscence light cone
Aduh,
event warp,
kenapa
the
Blade?
drop rate of the 5-star
Agak
light cone, the
mampus gua,
unreachable
mampus.
side, will also be boosted. Version 1.6's second phase will
Wah
also
ini mah
see the
buat
5-star
cewek banget
light
nih.
cone,
Yang ini
the
buat cewek
baptism
banget
of
nih.
pure
Atau nggak
thought,
buat kayak
entering
GHT
the
gitu.
light cone event warp.
Bathing relaxes both the body
Terus kayak
and
begini kan
the
GHT.
mind. It is of
Wah,
great
buset,
benefit to
ganteng
our
awal.
consideration of
Si
both the
Tiffany
universe
langsung.
and philosophy.
Tapi nggak lucu loh.
out the
Serius,
yellow
serius.
ducky.
Bannernya Kafka nggak
And
lucu banget loh.
finally, in the aforementioned bygone reminiscence light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone,
Gue
patience
kan
is
mau
all
Kafka
you need,
juga.
will
Gue kan
also
mau
be
Kafka
boosted.
juga. Duh.
Light cones, it's been a pleasure.
I think it's time for some mental recuperation.
Aduh,
Stay
ini
tuned
nih.
for more updates.
Gila. Eits, kode kedua guys. Kode kedua. Gua halo ya. Gua tambahin lagi ya. QTRTNC3LU9UX. QTRTNC3LU9UX. Oke. Oke, gengs. Catat. Aku PS2 deh, PS1 nggak ambil. Zan, Kafka, Black Swan. Kayaknya gua skip deh. Aduh. Lu tahu nggak sih apalagi penyakitnya dari ID gua? Nih, misalkan ini rerunnya Blade sama Kafka kan. Kalau gua nggak bisa ngambil Kafka ya udah fix, berarti Black Swan udah pastinya gua skip gitu kan. Dan yang pastinya lagi nih ya, 2.0 itu ada Jing Yuan sama
Now that
Luocha.
we've introduced our new characters,
Gue
it's time
bakal
to delve
bakal
deeper
bete
into
banget
version
di
1.6.
2.0 ada
First
Luocha
up,
nih.
something that's
Aduh,
about
bete
to make
banget
a
tuh.
big splash on the space station.
Night Cross, welcome. Kumbang lagi, kumbangnya warna biru sekarang gengs. Ini nge-lag-nya bukan dari gue ya. Emang dari gue nih. Nge-lag-nya dari gue deh. Mabet.
I can see how that would make a big splash.
Do I recall someone mentioning
Oh no.
accidents on the
Oh
space
no,
station?
Jing
In
Yuan
the process
Luocha
of clone
2.0
cultivation, Madame Ron May
sama
did
Black
encounter
Swan
a certain
sama
anomaly.
Sparkle. Aduh,
An anomaly in the form of a swarm
Nggak
king
bisa.
prototype and
nggak bisa
fierce
F2P
swarm
main
disaster
HSR
entity.
nggak bisa.
Star Crusher, Swarm King Scaricabaz.
BT
Thanks
kena
to an
Blade deh,
incident
asli
during
kok
the
iso nyempil.
experiment,
Nah itu dia
this
nggak tahu
borehole
Tiffany kurang
planet's
ajar
old
memang.
crater
Gue juga mau
came
Kafka
into
Tiffany.
being, and it looks like a
Angle-nya ya,
lively
angle-nya
one.
mantep.
There's that light-hearted tone again.
Angle-nya mantep banget ya.
Ergo,
Gue juga suka.
we're screwed.
Fool me once, shame on
No.
you. Fool me twice, I kick your butt.
Thank you yang udah like
So
streamnya ya. Thank you.
Madame Ron May has shared with us one of her research papers.
Iya,
Star
like Cross
Crusher
lagi
Swarm
nonton.
King Scaricabaz.
Lagi nonton
Analysis
live.
of asexual propagation performance induced by specific gene sequences.
Skill
Let's
musuh aja
start with the
keren juga
abstract
loh.
and keywords, shall we?
Weakness-nya physical, S sama
Leave it to me.
imaginary.
Star Crusher Swarm King
Wah ini
Scaricabaz
Jing Liu masih
possesses
main lagi,
immense
Jing Liu
propagative
Daniel masih
capabilities.
main.
When in its multiply
Edan.
state, the Swarm King produces more of its own kind with every attack it
Gak ada
sustains.
habis-habisnya Jing Liu
Wait,
sama Daniel.
every attack?
Weakness-nya.
So the swarm just keeps multiplying the more we fight it?
Tapi lebih bagus Jing
Somebody's
Liu
getting
kayaknya S tuh.
However,
Yang kecil-kecil ada,
This
yang
multiply
kecil-kecil
state
physical
is
sama S.
also when the Swarm King is most
Wah
vulnerable.
Jing Liu lagi, Jing
Breaking
Liu
its weakness
lagi.
at this moment can cause it to explode.
That's right. As highlighted in the paper's conclusion, maintain your focus on the Swarm King's toughness. Time the weakness break just right, and
Keren
Star
banget ya
Crusher Swarm
ulti musuhnya.
King Scaricabaz can be defeated. Furthermore, after completing the 1.6
Makin
Trailblaze
seru aja nih.
continuous mission, Echo of War, Borehole Planet's old crater, will become available. Complete this challenge to obtain the advanced trace level up material,
boss
past
weekly.
evils of the Borehole
Oh ini
Planet
buat Ruan Mei
disaster.
sama Dr. Rasio nih.
Are all biological
jangan.
entities in this
Jangan,
location
nggak
characterized
kuat
by
gue, nggak
aggression?
kuat gue lihat runway.
Affirmation,
Jangan,
it is
jangan,
reasonable
jangan,
to
jangan.
conduct such experiments within
Nggak
a
bisa, nggak bisa.
sealed-off area.
Fear not.
Gini banget
There's
loh.
some sweet and lovable characters too. In a
Queen
bid
Liu
to
nih,
boost the
bos.
space station's
Nggak,
research
well,
developments,
nggak punya
Trailblazers have
Jing
been
Liu lagi tuh.
assigned an important mission. Nurture and care for the newly arrived little life forms.
I'm counting on you, friends.
Ulti kumbangnya
There
asli
won't
seru
be
sih, cuma
any
kayaknya bakal sakit.
accidents
Mungkin
or
Huswan bakal modar kali
anomalies
Huswan.
this time,
Area itu kayaknya tadi.
Probably not. Look how adorable these little guys
Apa nih?
are.
Critter.
In the Critter Pick scavenging event, Trailblazers can choose their nurturing goals according to the nurturing manual. They can
Apa
learn
nih?
cultivation specifics and successfully raise a variety
Kucing.
of delightful little creatures. Seeing these little critters explore and frolic through the
Kucing
cabin
ini mah.
is enough to put a smile on the face of every Trailblazer.
Affirmative. It results in gratifying emotional and physical responses.
Kucing dalam box.
Conclusion, a profoundly ingenious construct.
Aside from the normal varieties, the cultivation process might even result in mutations and special
Bang Nike,
breeds.
thank you.
And just between us,
Thank you,
during
thank
the
you.
event, Trailblazers have the
Jangan
chance to
di-spam
transform
dulu
into
kalau
and
boleh, lagi
experience
live.
what it's like to be peppy.
Thank you ya, by the way.
Interesting. Maybe I should add a transformation feature to the simulated universe.
Speaking of the simulated
Kenapa kita jadi
universe,
Peppy?
this update is a real
Nah, si Peppy
game
namanya
changer
Peppy.
with significant new features.
SO
Version
baru?
1.6 will add another fresh update to the simulated universe with brand new DLC, Gold and Gears.
Wah, nggak ada habisnya. Nggak ada habisnya Honkai Star Rail, serius.
In Simulated Universe Golden Gears, Ron May has developed a simulated noose and frozen space-time just
Karakter
before the
masing-masing.
demise
Emang iya,
of
gue
member
nggak tahu malah
27, Emperor
nggak notice kalau itu karakter
Emperor
masing-masing.
Rupert was a computer that became
Gacha Ruan Mei
self-aware
demi
and subsequently drew Noose's gaze, becoming the 27th member of the Genius
susah
Society.
banget gara-gara
It
salah.
proclaimed itself Emperor and initiated the widely known Machine Empire
Kita
crisis.
full
The first
livestream
Emperor's
HSR.
War. The war serves as an excellent historical
Mestinya
source
sih
for
permanen sih, mestinya.
Ionic research.
This latest update adds the path of erudition and daringly experiments with
Erudition?
separating dice from paths.
Kenapa nih?
The dice come with 6 slots for equipping various dice face effects. By collecting Trailblaze secrets, you can unlock even more dice face effects. As Trailblazers
baru ya?
delve deeper into the
4 baru nih.
challenges, they can
Erudition,
acquire
ya?
more powerful dice faces and unlock new ways to play. Trailblazers can swap out the faces on their dice, combining effects from multiple paths to create
Bang
unprecedented,
Naik. Thank you ya.
powerful buff
Thank you.
combinations. For
Thank you.
example, when using Kafka, even if the initial path selected is the nihility, you can create diverse effects by strategically combining different dice faces. You can assemble a die
Apa
that
ini?
allows
Nggak
you
paham
to
banget
leap
gua.
over tiles, or one that yields higher rewards in battles, or one that incorporates both effects.
Dadu, lagi-lagi main
Clear
dadu.
golden gears and voila! Neural impulse is all yours. Use it to unlock different talents and
Nambah baru
increase your
lagi
combat
talentnya.
gains.
In other words, it mirrors the ability tree found in the simulated
Ability
universe.
3.
Get ready for a thrilling addition to version 1.6 of the simulated universe. The Intracognition System.
Gak
When moving across
kelar-kelar
the simulated
aslinya.
universe board,
Makin banyak
subconsciousness
primonya.
changes may be triggered, leading to diverse story paths. Trailblazers can compile all the storylines through continuous gameplay, ultimately unlocking the enigmatic secrets
Alamak.
of the eons.
Count
Alamak, ini
your
bakal lama
blessings.
lagi nih.
A new simulated universe to explore. Trailblazers, I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot.
Now that we've covered the major
Okay.
updates in the simulated universe, it's time to talk about a special invite.
King Yuan senang,
In version
jelas
1.6,
erudition nomor 1.
Trailblazers will receive an invitation from the Department of Ecology to
Pupu, gua
participate
ada
in a
SW,
special
ya.
test.
The Department of Ecology?
Ada penggantinya kok selain
This
yang dari
test
itu, siapa
involves
namanya, Jogot.
battling illusionary enemies that are
Yang luka
conjured
tuh bagus,
through
yang
scent
luka.
triggers.
Gambar luka
Each
bagus.
distinct scent plugin yields different test
Wah,
outcomes.
jago betul
Trailblazers
lu.
will start with the basic test
Apa
and
nih?
subsequently unlock Despair Mode.
Despair mode.
Ooh.
I hear Trailblazers are seasoned trash can explorers. I'm sure their noses can handle it.
Banyak banget bintang 5 nya dia.
Don't be so sure. The difficulty
Weller
curve isn't for
pasti
the
ada
faint of
Luocha.
heart. Which is why
Dimanapun
we
timnya
like to
pasti di situ ada
remind all
Luocha. Kenapa
trailblazers
sih?
that the illusions created by these scents differ from regular
Pasti
enemies.
Fusuan
Make sure
juga
you're
lagi.
well prepared
Kurang apa
before
coba ada
engaging
Luocha
in
sama
battle.
Fusuan?
Example, deploy distinct scent plugins before commencing the simulated trial to attain varied bonuses in battle.
That's right. Immerse yourself in your favorite scent, say cedarwood, and you might just encounter some familiar friends.
What's this? A garlic-flavored, abundant ebon deer?
That sounds delicious.
Hey,
Lala.
snap out of it.
Udah ada
Yeah, I
info banner,
remind
ada.
everyone,
Nggak
the
gua
scents may be
screenshot lagi tadi.
tempting, but it's
Maaf ya.
crucial to
Nanti
exercise
kita
self-control.
balik. Nanti kita balik.
Version 1.6 will also see the return of the planar fisher and
Ini-
realm of the strange events.
Ini
During
event
these
yang
events,
dimana
successfully challenging the simulated
suka
universe
nggak
and
suka ya
clever
event
corrosion
ini nih.
will
Ini
yield
juga
double
nih, ini
rewards
event-event
for a set number of times.
Conclusion.
event gacha ini
Relaxation and fun
pro dan
await.
kontra sebenarnya ini.
We ain't done with you yet. Remember Mr.
Emang
Cien
iya
from the
Jogot
Sanjo
tuh Benz?
Lafu?
Jelas-jelas
He
gua King
recently
Jogot.
acquired a talking parrot called
Gua nggak tahu deh,
Yusa.
iya kali Benz kali.
Blur
Nggak tahu deh.
truth with falsehood.
It's you, isn't it?
Pure fiction. Oh ini nih, ini yang
As I
yang
was
gantinya
saying,
emosi,
Trailblazers can
namanya
strike
pure
up a
fiction.
conversation with Mr. Cien and his talking parrot to experience the brand new permanent challenge mode, Pure Fiction.
Nah,
Permanent
ini yang
challenge?
ke emosi nih, ini
You
yang ke
mean
emosi nih.
like the Forgotten Hall?
Not exactly. In Pure Fiction,
Ini apa?
defeating an enemy will cause it to respawn immediately, and Trailblazers earn points every time they deal damage to or defeat an enemy. At the end of each battle, the
Gede-gedean
highest score
skor.
achieved in that challenge will be recorded. Trailblazers need to defeat as many enemies as possible within a limited number of
Gede-gedean
cycles to
skor,
rack up
gengs.
a high score. Each phase of Pure Fiction comes with its own set of buff effects for Trailblazers to choose from, which allows for team composition experimentation to maximize points.
Observation indicates that high scores hinge on the right cure. Conclusion. Consider the nature of enemies and available buff effects when selecting your formation and battle strategy.
Goodness said it better myself. A quick update, folks. In each phase of Pure Fiction, you can bag yourself a whopping 720 stellar jades. And guess what?
Berapa?
Completing specific stages for the first time will
Dapat
earn you
links.
the
Gua nggak punya
4-star
links. Let's
character
go.
links.
Whoa, 720 stellar jades?
You heard it here first.
720?
In version 1.6, Forgotten Hall, Memory of Chaos
ini
is set to
emosi
expand with
12 ya,
stages
guys, ya.
11 and 12. Securing a 3-star victory in these new
Ini,
stages
nih, level
grants an
92.
extra 120 stellar jades. Combine that with the first
level
10
kita naik nggak
stages,
sih?
and you're looking at a grand
Level kita
total
naik nggak
of
sih? Jadi
720
90.
stellar jades.
Bro,
Trailblazers
kayak
who
Genshin,
complete
bro.
these two permanent challenge modes can also earn
Serius sampai 80 doang kita,
currency,
musuhnya sudah
which they can
sampai
exchange
92
for
loh.
items like
Iya, tapi
self-bottling
Genshin
resin
musuhnya
and the
di
newly
Ebi
added
100 ya.
Sounds
Level
neat.
100 ya Genshin ya.
But are Trailblazers seriously expected to take on more permanent challenges each time there's a new version? That's gonna eat into our simulated universe testing time, you know. Huh.
Ya F2P oke lah ya, tapi nih, jadwalnya begini nih. Emosi sama Pure Fiction nih. Tuh, per 2 minggu kan ganti kan? 2 minggu gitu kan?
Pure Fiction will be updated in rotation. Every Memory of Chaos update will be followed
Tapi
2 weeks
jadinya
later
sebulan.
by a
Hah?
Pure Fiction event. Subsequently, 2 weeks after that, a new Memory of Chaos will start.
In which case, each version contains 3 such updates, meaning that Trailblazers can obtain a maximum of 2,160 stellar jades across the Forgotten Hall and Pure Fiction events.
In addition, the availability of each phase of Memory of Chaos will be extended from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. This means that when a new phase of Memory of Chaos starts, the previous phase will still be available. The same is also true of Pure Fiction.
Ergo, Trailblazers will have more time to plan
1000
their
berapa
character
tadi bilang
leveling
stellar
and to
jet ya?
experience challenge
1600 ada?
gameplay.
You got it. And I almost forgot about another significant new feature in version 1.6. Get ready for the Forgotten Hall auto
begitu
clear
dengar nih.
function. After the 1.6 update, Trailblazers can directly challenge the highest Memory of Chaos stage they previously cleared with 3 stars. Upon achieving a 3-star victory, they instantly receive all rewards from the preceding stages. Just a heads up, that stage 7 is currently the highest stage that Trailblazers can start their challenge.
Whoa,
banyak
in other
banget
words,
ini.
as long as I've achieved a 3-star victory in stage 7, and I attain the same victory in any given Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos update, I can get my hands on rewards for the previous
Semakin
6 stages.
siapa di sini yang semakin cinta dengan Honkai
Another
Star Rail?
Trailblazer time saver, it would seem.
Siapa di sini yang mau top up
The 1.6
berjuta-juta untuk Honkai Star Rail? Aku.
The team set up in the Forgotten Hall.
Siapa di sini yang mau ngegacha Ruanmei sekaligus dapetin Tingyun dan Suei? Saya.
Over by default. Plus, with the new team setup switching and one-click clear functions, lineups can be adjusted at the drop of a hat.
Wah, gila sih.
It seems that optimizing Trailblazer experience is a firm priority.
Absolutely. And guess what else? Version 1.6 will also ease the completion difficulty of daily training, allowing Trailblazers to claim rewards with less effort. Additionally, we've introduced a time-limited unlock feature for certain material stages.
This might require further explanation.
Simply put, even if Trailblazers haven't explored the latest maps, they can still challenge certain material stages to gather leveling materials for their characters.
Oh,
And of course, where would 1.6
Siapa
be
yang
without
suka
the
dikasih
ever-exciting check-in event?
10 setiap patch-nya. Saya.
10 warps.
Saya suka.
I think the Trailblazers will be
Setiap
looking
patch
forward to
dikasih
this one.
10. Saya
Indubitably.
suka.
I saw it coming.
Saya.
It's that time already, folks.
Aduh,
Big shout
gila.
out to all our Trailblazers for their
Gila.
incredible love and support. Honkai Star Rail recently garnered incredible awards and nominations. On behalf of the project team, I, Albert, would like to extend our gratitude.
Iya, kenapa?
Pardon the interruption. You are now speaking with Veritas Ratio.
Huh?
It has come to my attention that your broadcast today touched on certain warp arrangements in connection with myself.
Pemangsud.
If I may be so bold, the current arrangements are pitiful.
Dr. Ratio!
The dissemination and sharing of knowledge, as well as truth, is imperative. I, in my esteemed capacity, demand that every Trailblazer be given access to a proper education. When version 1.6's Pantaray Event Warp becomes available, every Trailblazer who has unlocked the mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5-star character Dr. Ratio. That is to say, me. Through sheer tyranny of will, I shall become ubiquitous. With this, I bid you farewell.
And there we have it, folks.
Nggak salah denger tuh barusan.
Esteemed Dr. Ratio. So, I think we've covered all the content for version 1.6. Thank you once again to our 3 geniuses for their support. But don't go anywhere just yet now. Stay tuned
Oh
for
my
an IPM
God.
bonus program. Here comes Sunday.
I thought it was Friday today.
Question.
Siapa yang
Does
suka sama
the
Dr.
IPC
Ratio?
not rest
Siapa
at
di
the
sini penyuka
weekend?
Dr. Ratio?
That's 2 full days of simulated
Aku.
universe testing. Trailblazers,
Dr. Ratio paling
you know what to
ganteng
do.
di game ini.
I'm not talking about the
Dr. Ratio
weekend,
paling ganteng,
y'all.
paling kuat, paling
I'm talking
paling
about
top.
our
Apa
next
namanya
special
follow up
guest.
attack-nya. Setelah itu kita dikasih lagi 100 Om. Ini boleh emang gue makin cinta sama Honkai Star Rail, emang boleh. PA 8A PU 34 C8 C3 PA 8A PU 34 C8 C3. Oh my god, serius? Siapa? Tiffany, lu masih di sini nggak? Kayaknya pingsan anaknya. Kayaknya anaknya pingsan deh. Dikasih Dr. Ras, Om. Ya udah yang nggak punya DPS imaginary, dah lu fix dapet dah Dr. Ratio itu. Gokil anjir. Wah, gila.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Nggak paham lagi gua.
and welcome to the Family's Charmony Festival Conference. I'm your host, Albert. This once-in-an-amber-era event is near at hand, and the eyes of the universe are fixed firmly on the planet of festivities.
Hapus GI gua mah sekarang.
Tonight,
Hapus
we'll be
GI.
bringing you all the latest on
Lu
Charmony.
udah dikasih bagus-bagus main Honkai Star Rail gitu kan. Developernya developer Honkai.
Representative of the family in Penacony, Mr. Sunday.
Good evening,
Siapa
dear
nih?
viewers. I
Sunday.
am Sunday.
Welcome, good sir.
Mr.
Your
Sunday
presence
kayak
here
One
lights
Piece,
up
Mr.
our
Sunday.
humble studio.
You are too kind, Mr. Owlbert.
GHT
If
lu
it were not
ngapain
for the
ngasih kode
IPM's
lagi? Udah
generous
jelas-jelas gua kasih
invitation.
kode.
I would not have had this opportunity to introduce your audience to our
Oh,
festival,
dipisahin.
nor its location. That is to say, Penacony.
Yaudah lah.
Penacony
Bebas.
is located in the Asdana star system. It is a
Mr.
holiday
Minggu
destination of universal repute.
Bukan
Known to
Sunday
many
itu
as the
artinya
planet of
hari
festivities.
matahari.
Our
Bukan
guests will be
libur, hari
staying in the
matahari.
Reverie, a luxurious hotel where one may travel freely between reality and dreamscape,
Oh,
basking in dreams that are
Mr. Sunday ini
yours.
mungkin
I'm curious.
Jinyuannya
What
Luofu
makes
kali ya.
this festival different from the previous ones?
Charmony Festival is a
Iya nggak sih?
Penacony tradition with a long
Iya nggak sih?
history.
Kayaknya ya,
And we
kayaknya
have
ya.
built
Nggak tahu
on
gua.
that foundation
Mungkin
to
ini
achieve
Jinyuannya
something
Luofu nih,
truly
mungkin.
extraordinary. The family on Penacony has, for the first time,
Dr. Ratio apa Richard
issued
B5 sih?
public
Lah,
invitations to
lu udah
various
jelas-jelas
factions
tadi
of the
dikasih
cosmos,
gede-gede tulisannya.
welcoming them to
Free
partake
Dr.
in our
Ratio.
magnificent ceremony. Members of the five
Dan
great
lu masih
families,
nanya.
which together make up the family on Penacony, as well as
Nggak
staff
kelihatan ya?
members of the Reverie,
Sunday-nya nggak
are
kelihatan ya?
united
Maaf ya.
in welcoming the universe to our home.
Rumor has it that your sister,
Itu
the
Sunday, itu
cosmic
Sunday.
superstar Miss Robin, is
Gua
set to
katasin dah,
perform
gua
at the
katasin dah.
ceremony.
Itu
You
Sunday.
heard correctly. On behalf of the family, Robin will be singing at the opening of the festival
Perasaan
in
gua baru
honor of
ngomong
the
One
Eon
Piece
of
tadi.
Harmony.
Perasaan gue baru ngomong
My
One
sister
Piece
has
tadi.
already arrived
Ada
in
Robin aja
Penacony,
langsung.
and dress rehearsals are well underway. Our guests are in for quite the show.
Miss Robin's participation will undoubtedly make the ceremony all the more dazzling. Mr.
Robin
Sunday,
ini wanita
you able
penghibur
to
kayaknya.
divulge any
Kayaknya
details
wanita
about the
penghibur
festival's
kayaknya.
preparations?
Kabaret
All manner
gitu
of
kali.
preparations are unfolding as we speak.
Misa.
The Reverie's renovation works are drawing to a close.
Misa.
And so too
Misa
is
ini
its
katanya
human
cowok, guys.
resources overhaul. Our
Katanya
level
cowok,
of service
katanya.
will be better than ever. Separately, we have introduced performers and service personnel from the Iris family to Penacony's principal scenic areas and leisure facilities.
Performer.
I'm sure
Firefly.
they will help our guests to feel right at home. Needless to say,
Galak.
safety is our primary
Galak.
concern.
Ini
And
ke-
so,
kayaknya
the
bakalan keren
devoted
nih.
and
Si Galak
courageous
nih, Galak.
Bloodhound family will be responsible for security at the
Galak.
festival. Danger does not exist in Penacony's dreams, and the family promises that the safety of every guest is guaranteed.
Oh, dia
Of
kayak
course,
bodyguard
the
gitu
family
sih,
is
security.
also
Siapa nih?
forgiving. Perhaps you are a member of the Annihilation Gang, or even the
Wah, gini.
Stellaron Hunters. If
Wah,
you
ini
cherish
yang
dreams
gacha-gacha
and uphold
Stellaron Hunters
benevolence,
nih bakal seneng
Penacony
banget deh.
welcomes your arrival.
Sam, anjay.
Since issuing the invitations, we have received many replies from various organizations throughout the universe. Today will be the first time we are
mainnya
publishing
organisasi
the
kayaknya di
guest list.
Penacony ya.
All in the service of the preservation, the Amber Lord.
Kenapa
He's an
preservation?
executive from the IPC Strategic Investment Department and a member of the legendary 10 Stone Hearts, Mr. Adventuring. Explore, understand, establish,
Dia
and
megang
connect.
kartu sama
Together, the name is carried
Blackjack
forward the
gitu, kasino.
trailblazing will of Akazan
Kayaknya
and build bridges
bintang 5-nya
between
Sinto
the
itu
stars.
yakin gua.
The navigator of the Astral Express, Miss Himiko, along with the entire crew, will soon be gracing Penacony with their presence. Trading knowledge.
Oh, jadi yang turun Himeko nih ya, udah bukan Welt ya. Ini next Penacony yang turun Himeko nih.
Through an academic network of shared
Dijaga-jaga.
The renowned scholar of the Intelligentsia Guild.
Tolong dijaga
Dr.
Himeko-nya ya di
Various
Honkai Star Rail.
Ratio.
Jangan kayak Honkai Impact.
Therefore we are and memories are proof of existence.
Semoga
She's committed to
nggak
safeguarding
kenapa-napa
and
ya guys.
sharing these memories and able to journey
Semoga nggak
beyond the
kenapa-napa ya guys.
corporeal
Himeko
into
di
the
Penacony.
cosmos. Hails from the Garden of Recollection. It's none other than the memo keeper herself,
Nggak
Miss
bisa gue liat
Black
begini-gini.
Swan. In the
Oh,
uncaring expanse of the cosmos, elation exists as a balm for sorrow. Forever resilient, never disheartened,
Black
ceaselessly
Swan.
untearful, endlessly present,
Siapa?
and here representing
Sparkle.
the masked fools, Sparkle.
kayak
Following the path of
Yoimiya
the
nih.
hunt, journeying from one planet to another, upholding justice, eradicating
Siapa nih?
evil,
The Hunt.
and then doing
Dokter
it
Rasio.
all
Bukan
over
yang Rasio
again.
udah keluar tadi.
She's been away from the spotlight for too long. Representing the Galaxy Rangers, Miss Akron takes the
Oh,
stage
banyak banget yang mau
once more.
digacha ya. Akron ini
On
tertahan loh.
behalf of the family, I
Fix
hereby
udah ke spoiler
warmly
tuh,
welcome our
Han.
guests to participate in this,
Akron itu Han.
our grand celebration. Penacony awaits you.
Ini Penacony serius sama kayak Fontaine, serius nggak bohong gua. Gua tarik kayaknya gua tarik deh, ini kayak gua liatnya kayak Jepang pas lagi malam gitu. Kayak banyak-banyak billboard gini. Atau enggak kayak New York gitu. Udah kelar. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no. Bentar ya, nih kode redeemnya nih. Bentar. Gimana gua ininya ya? Ah, nih kode redeem nih, nggak kelihatan ya? Ini aja nih. Nah, tuh kode redeem tuh. Oke. Berarti gua cut sampai sini aja. Oke, gua cut sampai sini aja recordingnya. Bye bye YouTube. Bye bye YouTube.